Hello everyone. जी जी ठीक है
उनमें पावर देना है
बस थोड़ा सी
मैं जब तक ये लाइन में हूँ हम टेंशन मत करिए जो मांगता है मेरे को धीरे से काट के फूकने का है ओके
समझ गए
Exercises to help us with today's technique. The first one, very simply, is just like this. You're going to be down on your hands and feet. And I just want you guys to just walk backwards like a little bear. Backwards, backwards. Practice going back and forth. Okay? The idea here is that your hips are up and all the weight is in your hands and feet. Okay? More focus on going backwards and forwards. Let's try it. Moving your hips backward, maybe a little bit higher with the hips, Dave. Yes. That's it. Just being able to support your weight on your hands and feet, right? Perfect. Okay. Very good. Okay. And now let's have a seat like this. With your knees up and your feet on the ground, right? Okay. Here's the exercise. Watch what I'm doing right here. Alfonso. I'm not going to fall backwards. I'm going to fall to my shoulder. If I fall to my shoulder. Don't change the shape of your body necessarily. I just want you to fall sideways onto your shoulder. What's going to stop you right now, what's going to mess you up, is if you put the elbow on the ground. So I run into the ground. So the elbow stays close to you, and I kind of roll like a little ball onto my shoulder. Just see if you can do that for now. Okay? You don't have to do much more than roll onto your shoulder. Very good. If you want, you can try the other side too. Falling sideways. Now, it will be better for today's class. I'm going to fall towards the left side, and watch what I do now. I fall to the left side, and then I let my foot go to the ground, and then you can adjust yourself until you're in this kind of position with the knee up. Okay? Try that one more time. Fall to your left side, and let the right foot just kind of touch the ground. And you can use your hands and knee to adjust. Perfect. Okay, and then I Justin and I will collect the cards, the color, Lisa.
I'll take it from here. Thank you.
Okay. In another class, you'll see what to do from standing when this person is trying to punch you. Basically, stand a little bit far away so that the punches and kicks can't reach you. Okay? When he becomes aggressive, get close and hug the body right here. See? When you hug the body, what you would like to do right now is keep your hips closed and your head up high in your chest. The problem is, in this position, Francis, in the chaos, in the confusion, you're moving around, and what might happen is Jocelyn might push the back of your head and try to grab it. So if you don't know what to do, you can very easily land into a choke. Okay? You just squeeze, not good. Okay? So we'll start in this position called a clinch. If you feel like your head is a little bit low and that guy is pushing your head, don't let your head get around. What I do, I keep my hips close and I run around. I'm from behind.
Hi, happy. My work is fine, baby.
No. Rear takedown ends you up in this position, and as you guys know, you have a lot of options here, and maybe even you can look at this today. Twisting arm control. Very good position for control, and it also leads you into some finishes. Okay? So that's the whole lesson tonight. Let's start with the rear takedown, but specifically first, how to get behind someone. Okay, so that's what we're doing first. So we're here. He pushes the back of the head. As he starts to wrap the head, look at this. I a little bit look up to the sky and push my hips forward, and I shuffle, shuffle, shuffle till I'm behind. From the behind position, the rear clinch, we're going to learn how to control. Let's look at this part one more time. Look how I'm standing right now. Hips close to Jocelyn. Remember, you want to be up tall. Try to push my head. It's harder. The problem is, when you're moving around, sometimes your head starts to get low. And when it starts to get low, it could get wrapped. Head up, hips forward. Look at this. No hand right now. Try to wrap my neck. It's my hips that are doing the work, not necessarily my neck. Okay? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle until you get to the rear clinch. Okay? Let's talk about this position. The rear clinch. We want to stand a little bit off to the side, so much so that our feet make a triangle. That will help with takedown itself. Okay? Don't stand like this in the center of their back because one, it's hard to control, and two, it's going to be hard to take them down. Okay? So, show them this thing. Look how they're like almost off to the side like this. So I put this grip, this S grip right here, right on Jocelyn's hip bone. That would be the best grip to use today. Okay? So grab all 10 of your fingers, put it on this hip bone there. Okay? Now, I don't want Jocelyn to turn around, so I'm going to pinch my elbows together and squeeze a little bit. Go ahead and turn. See that? I don't let him turn. Don't let him turn. I move my feet, but I'm still heavy right now. Okay? We're going to take down in a second. To make the move easy today, look how Jocelyn's going to put his right ear on my body. See that? Right ear on the body. Bad guy, put the hand on the back of the head and simulate as if you're going to try to wrap. See that? I feel his hip driving into me, and now he's behind. Notice how low he is relative to where he came from, up high. This is very important. Flat back. Bad guy. Try to turn and face him. See that? See how I'm not face him? So maybe we'll start with that and then add details. Any questions? Start to get pulled down or pushed down, excuse me. I feel the other arm trying to go around my head. Look up to the sky and bring your hips forward, and look how I shuffle my feet until I'm behind. S grip on the hip, and I pinch everything. Okay, don't let them turn around. You guys can stop right there. Okay? Class number 2, if you've seen it, please take 2 steps off the wall so that we can find somebody on the wall. Great job, what you do. Yes, thank you. Just find our friends on the wall, and then you guys go first, okay? Go.
Maybe that's a video, sorry. No, that's Manal.
Oh, it's Manal?
Yeah, she's changing, yeah. You're on my YouTube channel. Any message for my subscribers?
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining us.
And this is Gracie.
Your support helps. Thumbs up, leave a like, comment.
You should be. So basically he is our one of 4 stripes. He will be going for the test for his belt. You see that stripes? That's the hard work. Manal. Leave it.
Okay, guys, time.
You get a stripe today.
Any questions? Okay, on this rear clinch, any grip will work if you're just looking to straight control your opponent. If you're just looking to control your opponent, any grip will be fine. Okay? Whether you like this S grip, the standard clinch grip, gable grip, they will all work well for control. However, since we are doing the takedown today, the rear takedown, the best grip to use right now is the S grip, where I hold all 10 fingers. Okay? The reason why is because when you use that S grip, your arms have a little bit more range as far as they get a little bit longer that way. Okay? And we need that, especially if we're going to take down a bigger opponent. Okay? So, from the beginning, just so we can see it, as he pushes, I go behind and I make the S grip. After I control Jossam and I need to take him to the ground, I use the S grip. Look at this. I take a little setup step, I block his foot, and I sit. I follow up on top, and I'm ready to control right here if I need to. Okay? So, as I was saying before, the S grip is the best because it gives you a range. What I'm doing right now is I'm sitting on the ground and I'm letting momentum pull me to the ground. What I'm not doing to Jocelyn is I'm not trying to pick him up or yank him to the ground. Okay, watch again, please. From the rear clinch, I take a setup step. My other foot, I block his foot, and look how I, in two separate motions, sit first and then pull. Okay? Now he's on the ground, roll over your shoulder, and adjust so that your knees behind your head and your leg is up near your belt. The setup step can be anywhere, just as long as your blocking step touches their foot. So it's going to be different for everybody. That's something for you to practice. A little drill you can do with your partner is this. Setup step, block. Okay? Setup step, block. Just to make sure that you're making contact with the foot. Okay. On the third one, set up step, block. Look where I sit there. Don't sit directly behind them. Sit off to the side and let your arms do the work. See? Roll over your shoulder. So I can do it. Let's do just from the takedown, guys. Let's start in the takedown today, just so we can practice this part. Okay? If you're in my position, the bad guy, be in a little bit of a base, because if it's like this, it's not realistic and it's hard for him to do the move. So assume like maybe I'm just resisting just for a second. Okay? Go ahead. Step, block, sit, and pull. Safety tips. Yeah, safety tip is this. Just so you guys, we're all clear. This blocking step, just like in other moves, you're going to want to remove it because you don't want them to land on you. Okay, JR? The best thing to do right now is after you sit, keep your legs straight on the ground so that they fall over your leg. Okay? The moment that you try to pull your leg out, it just gives more of a leg for them to sit on. Okay, so look how I block. He's going to fall over the leg, and I will follow up on top of him. Anything else? Remember, you hold too tight, you're going to pull your opponent on top of you. Relax your arms a little bit, let the slack go, and use that to take them down. Okay? Set up step, block, I sit. And then now that my arms are tight, they will fall. Okay? Tuck your elbow, rock over and climb up. Okay? Try it first, and we'll put it all together here in a second. Okay, go. Okay, guys, how are you doing? All right. Yes. Yes. Ooh, nice press. Hey, Hector, can I see you one time, please? Francis, that was a really good game. Try one more time, please. Can I watch? It wasn't so bad.
जोर से गिरा दे मन्नाल
Hey, that was brilliant.
पिटते नहीं देखना पीटते देखना
Can you make her any bunch? Yep.
So this was the Gracie combat class for you guys. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.
Hey guys, time. Can you share it with all of us? Guys, is there any